The Phoebe Cates pool scene in a red bikini is one of Fast Times at Ridgemont High's most iconic and controversial scenes, and the actor has much to say about it. The scene involves Brad Hamilton, Judge Reinhold, fantasizing about his sister's best friend, Linda Barrett, played by Cates, climbing out of the pool in slow motion and taking off her red bikini top as "Moving in Stereo" by the Cars plays on the Fast Times at Ridgemont High soundtrack. While the scene is iconic, it's also considered problematic because it heavily sexualizes Cates' character. Most of the Fast Times at Ridgemont High scenes with nudity, like Stacey Hamilton having disappointing sex with Mike Damone in the pool house, play an important role in the plot. That sex scene leads to an unplanned pregnancy, leading Stacey to decide she wants to have an abortion. However, the red bikini scene is a non sequitur with no impact on the overarching narrative, which makes the nudity feel gratuitous and unnecessary. While there's been a lot of debate about the scene, Phoebe Cates has expressed her own opinion about Fast Times at Ridgemont High's red bikini moment. Phoebe Cates said the Fast Times at Ridgemont High red bikini scene was easy. Cates helped Jennifer Jason Leigh prepare for her own nude scene. In a resurfaced 1982 interview, via news.com.au, Phoebe Cates explained that the nude scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High was easy compared to the nude scenes she did in the romantic drama film Paradise, released the same year as Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Whereas the sexualized scenes in Paradise were serious and more difficult, Cates said that the topless scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High was funny, which made it easy. When Linda catches Brad in the act at the end of the scene, it turns him into the butt of the joke. Speaking to Interview magazine, Cates' Fast Times at Ridgemont High cast member Jennifer Jason Leigh recalled that she asked Cates for advice before shooting her own nude scene in the film. Leigh and Cates' characters, Stacey and Linda, respectively, are best friends, and that dynamic rings true because Leigh felt comfortable around Cates immediately and appreciated how direct she was. Leigh remembered being really nervous before filming her sex scene, but Cates assured her it's not that big a deal, which made the process a lot easier and less intimidating. Cates quit acting but returned for Jennifer Jason Leigh's The Anniversary Party. Cates has dedicated herself to her family. Phoebe Cates smiling in the anniversary party. In the years after Fast Times at Ridgemont High made her an icon, Cates went on to play such roles as Christine Ramsey in the teen comedy Private School, Lily Lace in the TV miniseries Lace and Lace 2, and Lizzie Cronin in the fantasy comedy Drop Dead Fred. Her best-known non-Fast Times role is Kate Beringer in the potentially still-alive Gremlins movie franchise. After starring as the title character in the fact-based dramedy Princess Caraboo in 1994, Cates retired from acting to focus on raising her children, via the New Zealand Herald, whom she had with her husband, actor Kevin Kline.